Hello everyone. Welcome back to another video with me. My name is Cotton Candy Doll. If you're new here, welcome. Welcome all. Hi. This is a shifting video. In my last video, I went to Toshinori's house and I saw his true colors shining. And, now I see Toshinori in a whole different light. I kind of feel like it's my fault for bringing out this yandere side in him. I'm actually surprised I shared all of that with you guys. I was going to leave out some parts, but um, I felt like it was really good to share like Toshinori's true, true side because he is yandere, obviously. But I thought it was only fair. If he made me afraid of him, then it's only fair that I make him afraid of me. Because the thing is, like, he doesn't even know who he's dealing with. He stopped letting me stamp him. He forbid me to touch him. I can't take him whenever I want, like he does me. And and I know the results came from me stalking him for like a year, and that's fine with me. I feel like I'm bringing this side out because I keep breaking all his rules. But I think I'll break the rules one last time. I already knew what I wanted to do to him. I knew what I wanted to do to him while I was having that accident, while I was sitting there. Because the thing is, like, a year is a really long time. When you're in a relationship with someone, when you're in an intimate relationship, there's a difference between receiving and no, not. If you're the one initiating it, it has a different feeling to it. He got to see me at my most vulnerable state. And I didn't get to see him at his most vulnerable state. Like on Valentine's Day, Toshinori, he gave himself to me. I got to do whatever I wanted. But then like um, right after I did what I wanted, he didn't let me continue. It was like a one-time deal. He like took over after that. So it's kind of like I really didn't feel like I got my fill. So I felt like Valentine's Day, him saying, I'll give myself to you, allow me to touch him a little bit, that was kind of like a tease. Yeah, I don't hate what he's doing. I enjoy it. It's like amazing, okay? It's probably the best, like it's definitely like there's nothing like Toshinori, okay? And I'm not gonna share the details with you guys. But I'm gonna say this. It's like imagine like your favorite food, okay? And then when you go there, that food, that taste, it gets just enhanced so much more. It's the same way. It feels the same way with him like that, in that way. And I don't know how else to describe it in a way that makes you understand, for those of you who do understand what I'm talking about. But Toshinori has been depriving me of all these things, yet he's able to do it. And I also feel like that's not really fair. I know I stalked him for a year, um, but I didn't even really touch him. I mean, and then when I did touch him, he woke up. Of course, the one time when I decided to, take a risk, it's like, no, I'm gonna be awake now. Ugh. Anyway, I knew what I wanted to do, and Toshinori is gonna be really upset. He's gonna be mad, but is it worth? Is what I'm doing worth it? Is it gonna be worth it in the end? I think it will. Because Toshinori, you know what? Um, I could be yandere too. He told me his desires. I don't think he has the intention of killing me. I don't think he'll ever kill me. He just told me what his desires were. There's nothing wrong with having human desires. There's nothing wrong with wanting to hurt people. It's not a crime until you actually do it. So you have to decide for yourself not to do it, not to give in to these selfish or dark desires. I can't say that I've never had them. Wanting to act on these desires comes from a place of feeling a type of helplessness or a type of hopelessness. Um, it comes from being in an out of control situation where you're not in control of things and you feel like you're losing it or like you're slipping away or things are slipping through your fingers. You know what, guys? I have that all the time. When I look at the future, when I look at the way things are going to be, when I look at how I can change it and why I can't do anything right now. I mean, maybe it's just not time. But then, humanity. Humanity. I know. Anyway, I'm gonna jump into what happened when I went to Toshinori's house. And like I said, I can't say that I don't feel like I can't say that I don't want to kill him. Would I kill him? No. Never hurt him. But I do want to hurt him after what he did. Because guess what? You just made cotton candy dolls list. She just made my list. He made my this is my little list. This is no. He just made my hit list, okay? And I'm gonna hit him where it hurts. Because I know how to do it because I know you. So, and there's only one thing left to do, guys, right? Because I mean, obviously Toshinori doesn't know me that well as he thinks he does. And so like I'm like already plotting what I want to do. And of course this guy shows up over here, just standing there. He said, out of all people, I'm not gonna hurt this guy. I know you disagree with what I'm doing, but so what? Okay. Let me just have this one thing. I need it. I need it. I need to get back at Toshinori and I'm going to. And there's nothing he's gonna be able to do to stop me either. Do you remember the most vulnerable time? Do you remember Toshinori's most vulnerable time? Because that's something I can tell you. By the way, you guys might hear noises in the background. It's quiet again in the house, but there might be noises coming from outside. You might hear like a garbage truck or something. I think it's garbage day. Let's see what time it is. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna be keeping track. I do have to go to work. But the good news is I haven't had any more arguments about the Honey Teammate Cafe. Yay! I'm excited about Anime STO, but at the same time, I'm really disappointed because of all the things that are gonna. I went and I got a clear bag. I'm gonna show you guys it later, so you'll see like how big the bag actually looks. But honestly, it could probably break at any moment if you put too many things inside. That's the part where I feel like it's not fair. Because how you hold your bag together? Are you gonna try and like tape it, or I mean, I don't know. I feel like I should bring tape, like just in case. Because I said I was gonna go all out this year because last year I missed the con because it got canceled. So anyway, I guess I'll finally tell you guys. I know you're waiting. I know you're all just waiting to like hear what happened, what my plan was, my master plan. My last master plan failed, and that's because I was dumb. I wasn't smart enough to mix the pills all the way in his drink. We could have still, I don't, retaliate against me. I don't think so for that, but this he will definitely will be upset about this. Guys, when I left there, when I say I'm not going back to Toshinori's house, I'm not gonna go back for a while. Like, I think I might shift to some other places because I don't think he can. I don't think our relationship was gonna be the same after this. He might see me in a whole different light. He's going to see me in a different light completely. I'm not. Also, I'm not yandere. I'm not crazy. I'm not a psycho. Okay. There was only one other thing. There's only one thing left to be done for Toshinori. So I shift to his house. I'm standing outside the door. And I know Toshinori is in there on the other side of the door. And I know what I have to do. I know what I have to do to show him my feelings. He needs to accept my feelings because of how I feel for him. So I go into his house and I stand over him while he's sleeping. He's sleeping, and I listen to his breathing again. Ah, Toshinori's sound when he's sleeping, he just sounds so subtle. I walk into the kitchen because, hey, I mean, he won't let me stamp him anymore. How else can I make my heart? How can I show my love for you? You've been denying me this love. I'm just gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna take it. I'm gonna take it from you. You always tell me you always said you can't rape the willing or something like that. And he's laughing because I said, what if I touch you like that? What if I do this to you? And he asked me once, he said, do you hate what I'm doing? I said, no, because I love you. I love what you do to me, but I would like a chance to do it back to you. And he told me, if you did that to me, you would be violating me. You'd be violating me and you'd be touching me in a way that, you didn't have permission to. So I go in his kitchen and I grab out a knife. I grab the biggest knife that I can find because I feel like that knife is going to be the sharpest one. And I think I need to get my point across. If Toshinori's ever going to listen to me, I need to get my point across. There's some things I've been wondering about Toshinori. Why does Toshinori taste so good? Is it because I'm just there or what? I know. I know. I wonder how his blood tastes. So I get a knife, I get the sharpest one, and I walk into his room and I'm standing in the door with the knife. And my guide appears. This guy. He doesn't say anything. He's just standing like next to the bed, on the other side of the bed. So I walk over and I set the knife down next to the dresser. And of course, he's watching me leave the room. I walk out of there and I go to where the phone is. That desk that has that special thing he has in there for me, that way it's waiting for me in there. I open it and I examine it. So I pick up the needle. The needle's pretty long. And I just wonder, why do you need a needle that long? Why does it have to be, it can be a small needle. It doesn't have to be that big. I mean, does this really need to go all the way? Guys, this is the needle, okay? You're just torturing me. Like, are you just doing this for fun? And the contents inside of it is green. It's light green. And it's almost the same color as what I spewed. I puked all that out. And of course, it came out the other end. But okay, so imagine a balloon. Those big balloons you blow up for like birthdays or the special big ones? Imagine that, okay? The thick mass of that, like leaving your body. Not normal. So whatever's in that vial, whatever's in this serum he keeps giving me, whatever's in there, it has like some kind of, I don't know, like over like inhibitor, or it has some kind of something that makes it extra. Like, I don't know what it's called. It's like an amplifier or something, an amplifier. So I take that out and I walk up to Toshinari while he's asleep and I stab him in the neck with it. I stabbed him in the neck and I push down on it. And the medicine goes in and he jumped up, but like by the time he jumped up and like yanked it out of his neck, he goes, Cotton Candy, what are you doing? And he starts, bam, and he falls over. So he falls over, he can't move, he's like on the floor. And of course, he's in boxers. And so, like, I kneel down in front of him and kiss him on the lips. And he's like, Cotton Candy, what are you doing? He's talking like that. And the thing is, I know exactly how he feels. Like, I know how he feels, that dreary, sleepy, helpless feeling. And seeing the pain look on his face. I touched him and like, I'm like, immediately, like, I got turned on from it. I'm just like, look at how much he's struggling to talk to me right now. I want more. So then I take my knife and he goes, are you going to kill me? And I'm like, am I going to kill you? Are you crazy? Do you think that I'm going to kill you with this knife? And so, like, I take his arm and I carve my heart. And he doesn't scream. He doesn't go, ah, or nothing. Like, I thought he would have been like, ah. No, he doesn't. He's just like, he's like, oh my God. I'm like, and I take the end of the knife and I drop the blood like this on my finger and I like taste it. Blood tastes really good. Maybe it's because of the quirk too, or maybe it's because of how much I love him. So this isn't enough for me. I need more. Definitely need more. So I pick up the knife again and I go to the other side of his arm and I carve another heart into his arm. This one's a little bit bigger, but oh no, his arm's starting to bleed now. So I go and I find like he has a first aid kit in his house. Everyone has a first aid kit. You should have a first aid kit if you don't have one. Pause. If you don't have an emergency kit, a first aid kit, a zombie apocalypse kit, definitely get one because you need one for your house. I went and got gauze and I wrapped his arms. The blood was, bleeding through, and this wasn't enough. So I went and I went through his closet and I rampaged through his closet and I found that chest. You know the one where he keeps like the ears and tail? Guys, you won't believe what I found in there. Guys, guess what I found in there? Cat ears, okay? I've always wanted a kitten, but having a big cat around would be fantastic. So I put the cat ears on top of his head and I strapped the tail and stuff around his waist. I took off his boxers first. So he was wearing black boxers. I like pulled them off of him and I like ripped them off of him. Like, you know how he rips my clothes off me? And of course, he's bulging. He's like hard. And I'm like, are you getting turned on from this? So I start touching him and he's like, stop. And I'm like, he can only speak right now. And I wonder how long the medicine is going to last. I have no idea. So then I decide, you know what? Yes, we put the tail and we put the stuff on him. And now he's all exposed. He's like out there. This wasn't enough, guys. Okay, my plan from the beginning was I am going to milk this as long as I can. But first, I needed to do something about him before the medicine starts wearing off. I can't allow that to happen because I'm not done torturing you yet and watching you struggle. So I go back into I struggle. I go and I rubbish back through his things and I find his gun, his tranquilizer gun. So I start putting tranks in there because I'm gonna need a lot of these. I feel like, and I'm like, should I dress like a hunter too? Should I make him run through? Should I make him run through the forest? Should I put something in him? But then I'm like, no, that's gonna take too long, and I'm enjoying this far too much. So I grab the blanket off the bed, and he goes, "What are you doing, Cotton Candy Doll?" And I'm like, I look at him, and I'm like, I have like this huge smile on my face. And so like I drag his body. Oh my God, he's so heavy, guys. I was having so much trouble. I managed to, wrap the blanket around him like a cocoon. Because guess what? We can't stay in this room. This isn't where the dream happens. The real fun happens in the basement. So I go to the basement, and I unlock the door. And you guys know there's a bunch of stairs. I haven't found the light. Like, I don't know where the light is. And it's nothing but darkness. Now, I have two choices. Either I can walk down there by myself, which I didn't want to, or I can find a flashlight and I can try and look. There really is no light. I can't see anything. So I asked Toshinori, I go, where's the light? Where's the light in the basement? And he goes, why should I tell you anything? And I go, oh, you're getting into the role. Aw, I go, can you meow for me? He doesn't meow. So I go, fine. So I take his gun. It has a scope and everything. I never got to really look at it. And I shoot his leg and his leg goes numb. He's like, ah, he goes, you shot me in my leg. I go, yeah, and I pull out the tranquilizer. So now his leg is numb and I'm like holding it. I'm like, this is very efficient. Like it shot you exactly where I was aiming, Toshinori. I had no idea that would really happen. And I go, I need you to meow for me. He's silent again. So then I load up the gun. He goes, "Meow." I'm like, I didn't hear that. He goes, "Meow." He does like a weird meow, and I'm like, oh, it's so cute. And then I rub my fingers through his hair. So I'm like, since you won't tell me where the light is, let's get to the stairs. So I take the end of the blanket. I wrapped him up really good in there. So like I basically drag him down the stairs in the blanket. I'm very careful though. I don't want to like injure him. I mean, not that he could heal back, but I slid him down there feet first. So I kind of pushed like I kind of held him most of the way. The rest of the way he kind of just fell because he was just too heavy for me to hold on to. And but he did at least he didn't roll out of the blanket. The blanket kind of I hope it cushioned him as much as it could. Anyway, so we get to the bottom and I start searching for the light. And I go, aha, I found it. I click it on, and of course, there's nothing but purple lights everywhere. And then I look at the cage over in the corner. There's this big cage, guys. It has like steel bars on it, and it has like blue light around like the interior, but the exterior has purple. And I'm like, why would he have a purple room? He's like, purple is your favorite. And I'm like, actually, pink's my favorite, but okay. Thank you for doing this for me. I'm so grateful that I got this opportunity to do this. And he's like, he like frowns. So then I open up the cage and I drag him inside. And I'm looking around because I'm like, I don't actually have a key. I'm gonna need a key if I want to, um, if I want to be able to open the cage and go in whenever I want. I'm gonna need a key. And like, I don't leave the blanket in there with him. I pull the blanket out and I close it. And I go, where's the key? And he tells me where it is, guys, because I guess he doesn't want to be locked in there forever. But you wouldn't tell me where the light was so I could see. That wouldn't drop you halfway down the stairs. Anyway, sorry guys, let's just move that over like that. I hope my screen didn't become blurry. So then I walk up and I look inside of the top part of his drawer because that's where he said it was. It was like it was under a pile of like socks, okay? And so like I grab the key and I'm looking at it and I'm like, I've already locked him in a cage. He's still gonna be he's still gonna be like unable to move for like a really long time. And I feel like, this is enough punishment for him, but I'm not done with him. I still want to do so much more. And then I look around his room and I noticed how neat and how clean everything is and how, how organized everything is. And I thought, I wonder if he's one of those neat freaks. So since he's preoccupied downstairs, I rummaged through the drawers and I kind of move everything around. I moved like his socks. I moved like his shirts. Like I moved everything around so that it was weird. So his socks, he had them neatly in the top drawer. So I put some of those in like each one of the drawers. And then I took like his shirts and I put them in like, I just kind of just undid them a little bit and just threw them in there all messy. And then I closed it. And then his bed. I guess he likes his bed laid at like moved a certain, like turned a certain way. It's just like his bed is like this. Well, I turned it this way. So, and then I pushed it against the wall. His bed is weird. His dresser's weird. Everything I could do to turn his room upside down, I did. And I left it that way. And then I was like, now time to go back downstairs. So I walk back down the stairs. I'm walking down slowly. And I have the gun. I have the tranquilizer gun, like, hanging over my shoulder. And so then, like, I open the cage and I go in. And I'm like, what's the matter, kitty? Are you sad? I asked if you're sad. He doesn't say anything. And I go, I asked you if you were sad. So then I take the gun and I fire one of his other leg. He's like, mother. And I'm like, well, I go, are you sad, kitty? He's like, meow. So then, like, I proceed to touch him. I put my hands everywhere I want. And he's clearly protesting it the entire time. I don't care. Guess what? I'm going to take it because I'm going to take it from you. You always taking from me. Even though I give you permission, that's different. This is basically like kind of like rape a little bit. But at the same time, it's gonna be pleasurable for you. I'm not gonna hurt you in any way. I know that I'm breaking your rule, but you crossed my boundary and I didn't get to cross yours yet. This is driving me nuts. I had to do something, guys, right? At least I put the knife back where it was. So, of course, I ride him. It is insane. And then, afterwards, he's covered in his own juices. And he's like, and I'm like, that was so good. I was like, I'm going to lock you in here, kitty. Be a good kitty. He's like, wait. And I leave him down there. So I go upstairs and I run my bathwater. I'm like, I feel like such a dirty little girl now. I got to get all cleaned up. So, like, I run the water. I'm running the water and I hear noises coming from the basement. I'm like, what is this guy doing? So I go down there and he's like punching the wall. Okay, he's almost punching the wall. And I'm like, did the medicine wear off or what? So I go back upstairs and I'm like looking through. So guys, I'm rummaging through the cabinets trying to find like a second vial or something. I don't know where he gets it from. I don't know if it's if he buys it or if he makes it or what. I can't find it. And Toshinori is locked in the cage. Obviously, he can't get out. Like, okay, when I say that the bars are so thick, are thick, the bars are thick, like thick metal. So I don't know why he wanted me in like a maximum security cage like that I can't get out of. He's punching the wall to get out of it. That means it must not be easy to get out of. I mean, obviously he can't just break off the bars or something. I would think All Might could do that, but whatever. So he's punching the wall behind him, and I go, stop punching the wall. He's still punching it, so I start shooting him. I start randomly just shooting him everywhere, all over his body, and then he falls down. And I go, good boy. Now, how are you feeling, kitty? And he, meow. And I said, good boy. And I go over and I like pet his head. I go over and I pet his head because now the medicine is numbing him. But I don't know. I can't remember last time when I got shot with those, like how long it lasted. I don't think it lasted that long though, because his bullets didn't actually shoot me. They like grazed my arm. But even just the graze made my whole arm like numb. It made it like so whatever is in the tranquilizers is really, really strong. Probably enough to put down like a horse, but nah, I don't think that's right. Not a horse, because I wouldn't be able to move after that, right? So I basically used up all of the tranquilizers. I had like one left, and Toshinori is starting to like regain his senses, and he's getting up, and I'm like, dang it, I wasn't done doing everything I wanted to him. I wanted to ride him again after I took a shower. I wanted to get myself all dirty and make him all dirty, and I wanted to leave him that way in a cage and just leave it open, so he would have to crawl out. So then I go, you know what? Why don't you crawl? So he starts moving his legs a little bit, and I'm like, why don't you crawl? And why don't I want to hear meow from? I want to hear you meow. I want to hear that meow again. And he's like meow. He's like crawling. So then I'm like laughing. I'm like, I'm in total bliss, guys. This is like the best like revenge I could ever get. I'm so happy right now. And like, I guess the medicine doesn't last that long. Uh, Visionary starts punching the wall again. And every time he punches it, the wall is like cracking. And so now I'm yelling at him. I'm like, stop. This is gonna, if you do this, it's gonna break down your house. And he's like, I'm coming for you. And he just kept punching the wall. And it was cracking and cracking and cracking. And I'm like, damn it, I gotta get out of here. So then my guy walks up, from behind me. And of course I leave with him, but like Toshinori was pretty angry. He said he's gonna get me. He's like punching a wall, trying to get out of there. I wonder if he broke down his house. Like when he punched the wall, it like cracked so bad. Like the cracks spread on the wall. So I wonder what'll happen. Like I wonder if his house is gonna fall down from him breaking the basement. I don't know. Anyway, I can't go back to Toshinori's house for a while. And that is the story of how I got my revenge back on Toshinori. I even sang my song to him while he was asleep. He didn't wake up. He had a chance to wake up. He did. Like, I put the knife back. Like, I literally put everything back that I used on Toshinori. I even cleaned out, like, his tub. His room's a mess, though. Oh, I can't wait till he sees his room. That's gonna be a surprise. Yeah, so what if he got raped? I mean, who's the bitch now? Anyway, it wasn't anything bad. It's nothing anything I haven't done already, which I want to do again. So I mean, I got to watch him struggle. His face was so red, guys. He was just like, ah, and then his release was amazing. I'm gonna be happy for like a week. That was my Prozac. Like, it's still gonna work for the whole week. Just thinking about it right now, it's just making my whole world like happy. I haven't been happy for a while, but after torturing Toshinori, I feel so much better. And he has both my hearts carved into his arm, like, so I don't have to stamp him anymore. You know, it's like a permanent thing now. It's always going to be there. So every time I look at his arm, it doesn't matter how angry he gets. It doesn't matter. I don't think he's going to do anything about this. I mean, there's nothing he can do. If he tries to come after me, like, if he doesn't want to talk about this, I feel like he's going to want to talk about this. Like, we have to talk because I feel like he's going to see a whole different me now. He's not going to see the same person. And for me, I don't see him the same either. I mean, how can I? You know? Um, so I'm actually really happy. I'm satisfied. You know, I got to ride him and uh well, actually I made him I gave him two O's. His body like rose and fell and he's like he couldn't control it and I almost saw like I almost imagined try to picture his tail like moving. Cat boy, cat man. Mirror, 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 mirror. Oh my gosh, guys, this all this so ridiculous if you could hear. I know I'm so dead. I'm so dead, but you know what? I don't know. No. Why should I, no, like I'm not gonna no. He deserved this, right? I mean, look what he did to me. He's lucky he didn't lock him in there longer. I wanted to. I wanted to leave him in a cage for a while and then come back later, but the medicine that he gave me, honestly, I know he did that so he can have control and all these things, but I feel like he doesn't really. I feel like it has like a time limit on it. The medicine didn't last that long. Literally, I would say 2 hours, like max. And then the drinks, they only last about 5 minutes maybe. Because when he grazed my arms would go numb, or grazed my legs, they would go. Because he never actually shot me with those. He didn't shoot me. He would just graze me with it. I actually shot him with them. Like I actually made them go in his body. He's probably mad about that. He's so mad. I don't know what I'm gonna do the next time I go back. I gotta do something nice for him to show him that I'm normal. He might call me crazy again, but I'm not crazy, okay? Like, he's the psycho. You heard what he said, right? Didn't you hear him? Like, what I did was right, right, guys? Didn't I show him? I told you I had a plan. I told you I had a plan and that it would work because I already had everything planned out. I already knew how I wanted to do it. I just didn't know it would go as well as it did. I'm so glad I found those ears and tail. I guess he planned on making me a cat next time. Like the next time I did something. I guess he wanted to make me into a cat. Sick, right? He's a sicko. Oh my gosh. Who does that to someone? Who makes them into a cat? Anyway, I want to sing my song for you guys. I'm gonna wait till I can play my piano or record the song and then I'll sing along because I'm not Mariah Carey. I don't want to hurt your ears with my singing. I'm not like a good singer or anything, but I did sing to Toshinori. I sang my heart out to him while he was sleeping. I just want to touch him again. I already like being away from him, even after he did to me last time. I felt like withdrawal so bad. It was so bad, guys. Like I want to be by him. I want to be near him all the time. So I'm not sure I could survive like a week without seeing him. Toshinori's gonna be angry, but you know what? We're gonna talk it through next time. I feel like talking might be the answer, you know? Like I said, sometimes you have to act on things. Sometimes, your actions have to speak for you. And I felt like maybe I didn't speak loud enough in a way that he could understand me from my heart. I told him our hearts would always be connected. Now they will. I don't know what he's gonna do to me when I go back, but I feel like it will, whatever it is, I'm gonna decide it's not fair anyway because of what happened to me. Like I didn't make him like spew on himself or anything. I should have. Dang it, I should have had a chance to, right? But I didn't have time to do all that. I mean, I knew the medicine only lasted like 2 hours. I mean, that would mean I have to try to force him to drink like tea or force him to drink coffee or force him to eat something. Say I would shoot him if he doesn't eat it or whatever. I don't know. I know. I know he's insane, right? Exactly. He's gonna be mad when he goes and sees his room all messed up. I'm really just thinking about like I wish I could be like a fly on the wall so I can see that. I would be able to wait to see that. When I go back there next time, maybe I should bring something. I'm gonna bring a gun. The next time I go. You know what? I'm gonna bring a gun. No, I'm not gonna bring a gun. Maybe I'll bring a knife. I can like slash his arm. He tries to like reach for me, slash. I don't need any weapons because I'm trained. I can like break his fingers if I want, but they'll probably just heal back because look how many times Midoriya broke his fingers. Speaking of which, I heard Toshinori told me, and I left this out of the last video. He said Principal Nezu wants me to come back to the school to talk to him. I'm not ready to talk to him like at all. I mean, because I don't know what to say. Like, how do I explain my reason for lying? I know Toshinori explained it, but he said I didn't have to lie to him. And I feel like he's gonna give me like I might get chewed out. I haven't even become a teacher yet, and I might get chewed out by Principal Nezu. Do I really want that? No. And Midoriya, I mean, he's really cute, but he keeps popping up at the wrong times, The wrong times. I don't know. They're not gonna be in my class anyway. He's not gonna be in my class. They said I would be with other different students, but I just don't know if I'm ready for that. I mean, I don't even know how to use my quirk that well. It hasn't been working. Like, I wonder if there's like limits put on it or something. I don't know. Anyway, maybe when I go back, maybe I'll just go to the school instead of going to Toshinori's house first to hear what Principal Nezu has to say. That way I can get chewed out, and then I'll be ready to face Toshinori's wrath when I come home. It'll like kind of prepare me because I feel like Principal Nezu is gonna chew me out because Toshinori he said it like Principal Nezu said he wants to talk to you in his office, and he told me he doesn't feel like you should have lied to him. You should have told him the truth, and he wants an explanation. So I mean, what am I gonna say? How will I explain myself that I shouldn't have that I lied about coming there and I shouldn't have come there? I don't know. I don't want to be any more. I don't want to get into any more details about that. I'm gonna stop right there because I'll end up maybe next time. Like I said, maybe I'll go to the school first and then I'll go see Toshinori afterwards. I don't know. Toshinori, he's gonna be so mad at me. Like he was pissed. He like broke. He was breaking. He was punching his wall to get to me, and I don't know what would have happened if he had to call me. I don't want to know. I know you disagree with me, whatever. But like I had to do it. Like I had to. Like I said, he made my list, so this is my little list. This is my little list. Um anyway, guys, write in the comments. Tell me what you think. Like, talk to me about this. There's a lot of things happening in my life. I think I'm kind of also venting on Toshinori. Maybe that's not really fair either. Um, there's just a lot happening right now. I'm being positive, as positive as I can be. And I'm going to tell you guys, never give up hope. Never go to that place where it's just hopeless. You guys want to know what I do when I get depressed? I know my video's so long. I'm so sorry. Not sorry. um, whenever I get depressed or because depression hurts, okay? And I'd be lying if I say I wasn't. I never been there. If I ever get to the point where I'm crying, what I do is I take the last scene from the movie or video game and I add that in while I'm crying. So I'll say that last line. And I think my last one was Clementine. Clementine, sweetie, if you can hear this, call the police. That's 911. We love you. And when you do that, it's like when you're talking and when you're gonna say like, why am I crying about this? This has nothing to do with me. And it's gonna completely change your mindset. And that was actually from The Walking Dead, guys, because I watched a walkthrough of it. I wanted to play so bad. I still can't play on my computer. And so anyway, this video was long enough. Okay guys, so next time we talk, it'll probably be I'm not really sure. You guys heard what happened in the video. I mean, I told you everything, so I think my next video is gonna be somewhere. I've been really nervous about shifting places because I have not been able to reach where I'm trying to go. Instead, I end up into a horrifying, frightening, disturbing part of a place that exists here, and I want to make sure that I don't keep making the same mistake. So I'm gonna have to be like super careful, I guess. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to put in the comments. Just write in the comments. Just say like hi. Just say like you're having a good day, and you know stuff like that. And I'll respond back to you when I can. Yeah, I'm usually at work most of the time. I'm pretty busy, but I'll make time for you because you're important to me and you're special to me. Toshinori is special to me too. So that's why I did all those things because I love him. I mean, I have to show my love. I know I could talk about him all day. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to give me a like and don't forget to hit the notification bell. That way you're notified when my next video comes out, whenever that may be. Unless I ship somewhere else. Anyway, I'll see all of you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.